Hello, 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 how are you? This is Els coming from Bemis Crafty Corner, and today we're going to be doing this little guy. I know, right? Ain't he stinking cute? So we're going to be doing this little guy, and there's a lot of different ways of doing this, but I have my way of doing it, and so I'm going to show you my way of doing it, and let's see. And then we might even do a second one, a little bit different, okay? So I'm going to get you a list of supplies for this first one, and then we'll get right into the tutorial. I'll be right back. Supplies on this one: some twine or cord, a needle, something that you can actually thread that through, a pair of sharp scissors, some cotton balls or batting, or polyfill, a toilet paper tube cut into 1-inch sections. If you don't have a toilet paper tube, or you don't want to use a toilet paper tube, a 1-inch wide strip of paper that you just kind of roll over on itself, and then you just kind of glue that however big you want it to be, and you can use this instead. Okay, you're going to want yarn. This is cranberry, and it is a 5.5 meter medium 4. This is 2. And for the beard, I have to be honest, I don't like this for the beard. See this beard? Much softer, much thinner. Dollar Tree yarn, okay? I don't recommend the Dollar Tree yarn for the hat and stuff because you'd be there forever. But for the beard, this stuff is awesome, okay? And then 2 pieces of something that you can wrap the yarn around, one that's 5.5 to 6 inches and one that's 7 to 8 inches, and that's pretty much, a couple of beads. That's pretty much it. All right, so to get started, we're going to make the hat first. Okay, keep in mind you are going to need your hot glue gun for this, but not until later, so don't worry about getting it out and getting burning yourself on it, because we don't need it just yet. All right. So I'm going to find the start of this. It's in here someplace. There it is. Okay. So all we're going to do for this is we are going to wrap yarn around the length of our piece here, our 5.5 to 6 inch piece. And we want probably about, if you're using one color, you want between 50 and 60 of these. But if you're using 2 colors, then just cut that in half, okay? So we're going to wrap this around a whole bunch of times. And I'm going to be doing a red and white one, so let me go ahead and take this off, okay? And then to get these off of here, I'm just going to use pointy scissors, cut them, set them to the side, and then we're going to be using this one. I'm going to see if I can find the start of it. Ooh. It's in there someplace. There we go. They always put it in there like a ball. You have to get the ball out. All right. Now, this yarn is a little bit less dense than this. So I'm going to be careful when I'm wrapping it that I don't wrap it too tightly. because I don't want to stretch it out and then have it be way shorter. Okay, so I'm just going to loosely do this until I have enough pieces. All right, so we're going to start our little hat. And to do that, we're just going to fold them in half, put it through there, and then just put the tails through the loop. And you can do red, white, red, white, red, white, red, white, or you can do 2 red, 2 white, 2 red, 2 white, however you want to do it. I'm going to probably do 2 red and then 2 white. I'm just going to go all the way around. And this is easy, you know, this is easy peasy stuff. So there's 2 red, and then I'm going to do 2 white. And I'm going to do this until I get all the way back to the other side of the red. So all the way around. And once I'm all the way around, then I'll come back and show you where we're at, all right? Put our yarn all the way around. So the next part of this is to tuck the yarn back through the loop. Just, you know, mess with it and fuss with it a little bit. Make sure that you get it all through. And that you don't have anything folded in half in there. Okay. Then you're either going to put in your cotton ball or your polyfill. Now here's the thing with polyfill. If you just shove polyfill in there, that's, you know, it's going to just be shoved in there. But if you take it and you roll it and create a ball, it's going to hold that shape, okay? So we're going to put a ball in there. And I'm pressing past here, okay? And then I'm going to take a piece of string. And I'm going to tie this off where I think the crown of this should be. And then I'm just going to wrap it around. And I'm going to tie it again. Oops. Okay. Now once I have that tied on there, I'm going to take all my ends, draw them up to the top, and I'm just going to even this out, okay? This is the messy part. All right. Now we have to make it into an ornament. And to do that, we're going to be using some jute twine today. Now, you can use anything you want. You can use another piece of yarn if you want to. You just want to make sure that you have, you know, something that you can tie off. If you're using a cotton ball, using one of these dull canvas needles, you're going to have to push too much to get through this, that you're not going to be able to keep the shape, okay? So if you're using cotton balls, make sure that you have a needle that has a point on it, okay? So let me get something with a bit of a point. Pick this one up. Okay. Put these away. And then I'm just going to thread my jute through here. I'm not going to double it or anything, just going to thread it, okay? And then I'm going to go through the center and come up through the center of my pom-pom at the top. And then I'm going to go right back down through. Boop. Okay, and I want to leave a nice big loop at the top here, okay? Then I like to thread it through a bead. Now you could use a button, bead, doesn't matter, whatever you want to use. I like to use that. And I just tie a nice double knot on there and then cut off my string. And then pull that up a little bit and add some more poly to this, some more fiber fill, okay? And we're just shaping and filling. All right, so now that we've got this done, we have to create a beard. So I will be right back to show you how we're going to create the rest of our gnome. I'll be right back. So for the next part, we're going to be making the beard, okay? And I use this really thin from Crafter's Square as opposed to regular yarn, and you can see the difference in the gauge of the yarn. And I just think it lays better and it looks fluffier and it's soft. And what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this around our 7 to 8 inch piece of whatever we're using, and we're looking for about an inch, inch and a half width, and I like it to be about ½ an inch deep. I think that makes a nice full beard. So we're just gonna wrap this on here. I don't know, it's like 100 times. It's a big amount, okay? Maybe a little bit more. Okay, so once we have this on here, and I'm not pulling this very tight, okay? So once we have this on here, I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. And then I'm going to get myself a piece of this, about 1 foot or so. And we're not cutting this, okay? What we're going to do with this is we're going to slide it off. Gently, easily, okay? And then we're going to come in about halfway, and let's tie a knot there. That looks pretty good to me. So, I'm going to tie a knot, and then I'm going to wrap my string around 3-4 times, and I'll tie a second knot, okay? just like that. Okay, so now we have our nice beard. And I'm going to fold this in half so that my loops are all along the bottom. And then we're going to be connecting this to the top. So once we're done with this part, and let me just get rid of these long pieces. Once we're done with this part, we'll go ahead and attach. So get your hot glue gun out, get it started up, and I'll be back in just a moment to show you how we're going to finish this. Okay, so now we're going to take our beard. We're going to pull this down, and we're going to put some glue up here. Now I'm using hot glue. You can use any glue you want. That is a matter of personal choice. So I'm going to put that in. And then I'm going to add a little bit of glue here in the front. I'm going to put in our bead. And then I'm just going to glue around the rim to attach. Okay, now, the next part is, personal preference. If you want to cut the beard or not, that's entirely up to you. I don't really cut mine. I just kind of glue it all together. But you could, if you want to, just take your beard. And then just kind of, shape it a little bit. Give them a shave. And there he is. So that's both ways. This is with the still wrapped, and this is with it cut. So, it's just a matter of personal preference, how you like it to look. But that's it. That's my little Santa Claus ornament. I hope that you've enjoyed this one and that you'll give it a try. I'd love to see what you create. So, as always, once you make it, if you'd like to post it in my group, I'd love to see it in my Facebook group. Just, there's a link in the description box below. Just go down there, click on that, and head on in and post your pictures. I'd love to see your little guys. All right, until the next time, if you are new here and you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that button for me and subscribe. Like me, ring my bell, share me with all your friends, and your friends can be my friends could be your friends, and our friends can get to be friends before you know it. Giant crafting community. I do go live on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, and on Sundays we play trivia. Great group of ladies. We give out some prizes, so come on out, hang out with us. It's part of my 1,000 subscriber celebration. And so at the end of the year, we're going to be giving out, we're going to be doing a big final prize. And let's see, I also have my 12 of 22 challenge. You do not need to make 12 journals to participate. But if you'd like more information, go to the description box below. Click on the link and go over there and find out what it is. It only takes one journal, and you still have a couple of months left to get in. It only takes one journal to get in. And we're going to be doing a random drawing for some thank you participation type gifts. And I would love to gift everybody, but it's just not possible. So we've got some really fantastic prizes lined up for that. And that's it. Until I see you again, stay well, my friends. Bye-bye.